I'm live. Okay. Okay. Yeah, y'all just go chill out. Don't hover around me. Y'all can't get on right now. Okay. All right. We good? Just in case, okay. My portable Wi-Fi got enough juice on it now. I'm not sure if it's gonna die again, but let me go ahead now and share the Facebook link just in case the chat died on me before I can give it to you last time, just in case this becomes a bit too much. Let me get it for you. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. It's choppy again. Okay. There we go. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Oh, it's an L. T's. Okay. All right, let's try it. Let's see if we can go from here. Okay. All right, beautiful people. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Guys, one of y'all took my pen. Okay. Zay, listen, you can't connect to this. Don't try and connect to my phone. Do that. Connect to this one. Jesus Pete. Let me tell you, these kids are something else nowadays. They took up a vote. They said, Mom, we took a vote. Everybody agreed we need to go to a hotel. I'm like, for what? Because we don't have Wi-Fi. I'm like, that is not a reason to go to a hotel. Yes, it is. Look, Jeremiah, after he get off of work, Jeremiah come out his room, walking through the house, like, hello, everybody. We're like, well, hey, we ain't seen you in 14 years. He said, what's going on with the Wi-Fi? I'm like, this is all we need to do. We just need to cut off the Wi-Fi, get everybody looking up and looking around at each other, even the kids. You know what? We're in the midst of getting ready to move. All right, so we packing up the house. I went and bought these tubs for my bookcase and stuff, and they got all the games and game systems and stuff. They said, well, since we can't play the games, since we can't watch TV, we can't really do anything because there's no Wi-Fi. Can we pack up the bookcase? I'm like, absolutely. So they was up packing last night, packed the bookcase up, packed up the game systems and everything. I'm like, it's not such a good thing to be without Wi-Fi. I was like, I grew up without Wi-Fi. Josiah looked at me like I was crazy, like I was born in a stone age, sort of like Josh is looking at me now because he went in the kitchen when we was having this conversation. Like, what do you mean you didn't have Wi-Fi growing up? I'm like, internet wasn't really a thing when I was growing up, for real. It was like just coming out. We had like that AOL dial-up, listen to the phone ring and doing all that stuff. Ain't nobody had time for that. He said, he just shook his head in utter disbelief. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. The first few minutes. Auntie, shalom, shalom. Oh, we got a prayer. We got a prayer. Oh, we're gonna open it with her prayer today. Look, hold on. Facebook, we kind of breaking it up. Let me expand it. Okay, shalom, shalom. Most high. Oh, hold on. It's small again. Hold on. Oh, Most High, teach us how to trust our heart, our mind, our intuition, inner knowledge, and the sense of our bodies and blessings of our spirit. Teach us to trust these things so that we may enter into our sacred space and love beyond fear and thus walk in balance with the passing of each glorious sun. Oh, that was so good. Mom, shalom, shalom. All right, beautiful people. So let's get started. It is Tuesday, April the 5th, 2022, day 74 of year 4 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets. Another 4-year consecutive day count, day 1092. I'm gonna need you to back up. See? Yeah, see, you're messing it up. Which one is you? See, I didn't connect you to the portable one. Back up. Y'all doing too much. Go ahead, curly head. Move. Yeah, we played outside. We knew what monkey bars were. Are they bars that monkeys swing on? What do you mean? What are monkey bars? Oh, how far have we fallen in this information? This age of Wi-Fi. Y'all get out the kitchen. Bye. Don't get out here, y'all. Tootie, where's yours? If you go find yours, you can connect to the portable Wi-Fi. It's the glow. Oh wait, whoa. All right, y'all. You were smart and downloaded your stuff. No, okay. Still downloaded to the thing. That's what I'm saying. All right, y'all. We paused in the middle of tablet X, so we're gonna pick up the rest of this, which should really only take us a few minutes to read, and then we're gonna hop right over to the ancient wisdom, what it would have its disciples to know. We should get through a good bit of that today, since we're just gonna only finish up this little piece of chapter right here. All right. So a recap of what tablet X was about is I don't know, Josh, help her get in that. Go around. Watch that cord, please. The Book of Crossing and the Illusion Stargates. Okay. I'll read the first sentence. Here continues the Book of Crossings, describing how our physical universe operates on the fundamental geometry of metaphysical vibration, defined natures of energetic currents, vibrations. Yes, Bella. Listen, y'all all need to go out of here. Go, Josh.
I said she needs to find the game first. Look.
Right. Okay. You can't do that without the actual little thing. Come on, go around here. Go. Defined natures of energetic currents, vibrations are what wizards and mystics understands as magical correspondences. Energetic polarity of a specific current is allocated across many systems of correspondence. For example, colors, planets, days of the week. Emphasis should not be on fragmentation levels, the separation of the whole into parts, only to find more separate relationships and correspondences is not the best way back to true unification. All right, that's all I'm gonna read it at. All right, so where we paused at, it was after the west gate. Remember, I showed you the pictures of the north, south, east, and west gates. All right, those were sigils. So when they do prayers, they either hold that sigil in their head, imagining it, or they would draw it out. Stop messing with stuff.
I'm not messing with it.
Okay. All right, y'all. Lavon, blessings. Okay. The Annunaki gods sealed within this system are 7. Among them is Marduk, who attempted to seal the others to the gates of Babylon. Before them all is the earth gate, foundation of heaven and earth. Beyond them is the ring gate of Pass Not, wherein resides the ancestral chiefs of the supernal trinity, the elder gods, Anu, Enlil, and Enki. In Christianity, those elder gods are called the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We ain't gonna get into it today. We talked about it enough. Energy currents of these Anunnaki forces are bound to the 7 rays and to the 7 stars, each vibrating a tone or color of manifestation into this material existence. Powers of the Anunnaki, as connected to planets and rays, are called zonai, Zonei, or zones, comparable even to the stations of the spheres, Sephorath, in the Semitic Kabbalah. And and may the wise come forth to tap the powers of the gateway of the gods that these currents may be realized on earth once again, and may the Anunnaki return and command the obedience and authority. But beware the deception of fragmentation, for the colors and flavors displayed before you are of a unifying source. Beyond the seven Zonai, Anunnaki, are the three rays of unity that become fractured into seven parts of our world. And beyond the Holy Trinity is one, the eternal source of all being and creation that is manifest in the will and form of every thought and thing. This power was divided by the three, and from the three, the seven. It is the necessary purpose of this energy to return to the unifying source once being realized, collected and channeled by the one and Akashic being on earth, which is the practitioner. Powers of the younger elder gods are sealed to the blood of their ancestors and lineages, such as is yours, dear seeker, which invariably emerges from the position of Anu in the local system, and from Anu divided then between Enlil and Enki. The ancient text explains that the blood of Kingu and the breath of the elder gods were blended for your existence, and it is from these things alone that magical powers can be brought into materialism by the being that possesses them. Remember that Marduk and Nabu sought to seal the power of Enlilship on earth, so that many of these powers are represented within either the triangle Enki or the triangle of Enlil. Traditionally, only after the seeker has passed the seven zonai should an attempt be made to contact the Holy Trinity directly, and then only with discretion. By rules of succession, Nabu can lead you directly to Marduk, who can petition you to Enki, Enki to Enlil, and Enlil to the current of Anu, if desired. In the pious source tradition, the powers are sent down from above. They are not pulled or culled by threat or force, as can be found in some types of mundane grimoire sorceries. You can distinguish the primary source of a power by the designation of its birthright, most often connected to the insignias of command, mainly triangles, indicating the King of Heaven, and has in parentheses King of Heaven, Anu, the Lord of the original Anunnaki command, Enlil, and the Lord of the earth or deep, Enki, as shown. And so now it's giving you the sigils for Anu, Enlil, and Enki. So you see the one for Anu here, Enki here. They vary slightly. And this up here, what you call cuneiform, right? So this was the more ancient script or letters of writing before even the hieroglyphs. And this is the sigil for Enki right here. All right. The seeker would do well to consider the seals of the two primary races. Then it has reference 119 for two primary races. Anunnaki family bloodlines between Anu's two children, Enlil and Enki. Tootie, you gotta go back. That's not even your account. Gotta go back. No, I can't do this right now because I'm gonna need my phone to pull this up, and I can't do it. Bella, no. No, that's not your account. You gotta. First of all, you have to go to yours. You about to go back upstairs too. Go back. See this? That is not how you spell your name. Go back. Joshua, this is you right there, Bella. You gotta go out of that. Josh, come here. Bella, go through there. Go through there. Okay. The seeker would do well to consider the seals of the two primary races of gods and men. Take the stuff through there. Her too. Go.
Mom, mine's
Go
just...
through. Well, go do it through there, guys.
Mom, how do you know how to look up to the white?
I'm gonna call y'all dad down here because y'all moving a little too slow. Don't pluck me about this game system first thing this morning. Okay. The seeker would do well to consider the seals of the two primary races of gods and men that inhabited this world in ancient times. As seen in Babylonian tradition, the currents of both sides are invoked for the perfection of the earth system. Bickering and rivalries between polarities do not slow the course of the natural systems because, as it is said, the show must go on. And on a larger scale, a moral duality is not perceived to exist such as can be found in other traditions. Then it has reference 120, and it says, see also the Gates of the Necronomicon, edited by Joshua Free, anthology, specifically Liber 50, released as Sumerian Religion by Joshua Free. Okay, and right here it shows the original Annunaki hexagram, and this picture, or this, well, his rendition of it is dated for 2009. Over here. I'll leave it up long enough just in case some of y'all don't have the book and you want to screenshot stuff. Okay. Back up. As a constructive symbol, those with any familiarity and high magical power of ceremonial magic or evoked from ceremonial grimoires. Don't do that. Look, guys.
What is today?
It is the 5th of August. I mean, not August, April. Go on out the kitchen. Bye. Y'all asking me stuff that can wait. I'm sorry, y'all. As a constructive symbol, those with any familiarity and high magical power of ceremonial magic or evoked from ceremonial grimoires and angelic mysteries will have little difficulty recognizing significance of the combined symbol form, the hexagram, even more than the pentagram representative of earth energies. It is the hexagram that is most often used by ceremonial magicians when working specifically with celestial magic and practices concerned with communications and exchanges between energies and forces beyond our material world. The five-pointed star is actually a sign of our material race and is sealed to the condensed material world and the sensual elements. The seven-pointed star is the sign of the race of the Annunaki, and the eight-pointed is the universal of the cosmic stargate itself. Between the two is the sign of the stairway by which the two are linked, and this is relevance of the six-pointed star, that which has been seen in the emblems of related orders and societies for centuries and lies at the heart of grimoires and of the Solomonic cycle, the Kabbalah and the Merkaba of this energetic matrix existence. And here's an enhanced Annunaki Mardukite Merkaba. And they have this dated for 2010 when they did the rendition of this. Amanda, shalom. Shayla, hey girl, hey. Betwabu, great rising. Okay. In Enochian, in Enochian ceremonial magic, this sign is essentially traced, mentally envisioned in an appropriate color based on the planetary current with an appropriate elemental tool while intoning the name of the spirit desired to make contact with. Evocation occurs by conjuring a manifestation of the current to appear in the center of the envisioned glyph. It comes then as no surprise that mystics who have already found success in the past using the Enochian and planetary magic systems have also found that using similar means to connect with more primordial currents of the Necronomicon cycle It's quite effective. Now we have the sigil for Nana. The spirit of Nana Sin is the spirit of the moon. The color is silver and blue black, and the day is Monday. Nana Sin possesses the wand of lapis lazuli, which he will bestow upon the initiate. He rules the sphere of foundations, and his essence is in silver. He grants the virtue of independence and the vision of unification. His powers may be called to overcome idleness and stagnation. We read through here. I ain't telling y'all to do some of this stuff. Don't. Nabu is the next one. Nabu is the spirit of Mercury, whose day is Wednesday. His colors are blue and brown, and it has in brackets orange. And his essence is quicksilver. He offers the virtue of true words, and it has in brackets ma'at, powerful prayers, and stupendous vision. He may be called to overcome dishonesty, glamour, and he will stand at your side on the day of judgment. Nabu. Make sure y'all can see it. Hold on. Okay. All right. Ishtar is the next one. Ishtar is the spirit of Venus, whose day is Friday. Her essence is copper, and she bears the copper dagger. The colors of Ishtar are green and white. She offers her magicians the power of love and visions of beauty. She may also be called upon to attain selflessness and dispel lust and impurity. The blinds. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I'll hold it up again a little bit longer so you can see Ishtar again and hold on. Ishtar and Nabu. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to hold it for both of y'all to see. Okay. I think that's good on both of them now. Facebook and YouTube. Okay.
Mom,
Son.
my Wi-Fi's staying here because look, it paused.
The next one is Samas. The spirit of Samas is the spirit of the sun star ruling Sunday. His colors are gold and yellow, and his essence is in gold. Samas bestows justice and blessings to dedicates of the great work. He offers courage and visions of harmony, and may be called to dispel false pride and to stand against accusers. Lore suggests he is the keeper of the flaming disc. This one, Samas. Okay. The next one is Nurgle. Nurgle is the red and fiery spirit of Mars ruling Tuesday. His essence is an iron and blood called for vitality. Hold on. His essence is an iron and blood called for vitality and raw power. His wrath may be used to dispel the cruelty of the world. He may also be called to petition Arish Kagal, queen of the underworld. Nurgle. Ain't nobody mess around with the queen of the underworld. You go down there, you don't come back. Okay. The next one, 378, Marduk. I'm reading page number. Hold on. Marduk. We are on page 378. I just lost my train of thought for a second because when I read this, a dream flashback. I had a dream flashback about something. Okay. Marduk. Marduk is the power of Jupiter ruling Thursday. His colors are indigo and orange. He is known as the winged disc. Marduk commands obedience and visions of true love and unity, dispelling the pride, hypocrisy, and injustice in the lands. Magicians and priests of Babylon use the name of Marduk in their own stead to petition the Annunaki of the gates. Marduk's sigil. Ninurta, also known as Ninib. The Ninurta current is the Saturnalian spirit ruling Saturday. His colors are black and violet with an essence in lead. He offers the grace of silence and the virtue of self annihilation. The current carries the consolation and monetary systems. Ninurta also holds the true position of successor as royal heir to Enlil or Bel. All right. Sarpanic, and this is the last one right here before tablet Y starts. So I'll put this here. Sarpanic, earthling consort, divine part of the god Marduk, whose mother is the messenger scribe of the god Nabu. Sarpanic became the moon goddess of Marduk and the Ishtar of the Mardukites, becoming the chosen royal consort of Marduk. The wedding ceremony was conducted in Babylon and is celebrated annually during the Akiti festival. As the tradition spread, she became known to the people as Irua, mother goddess of the children of Marduk. She is given her respects after the Enlilite powers are sealed, and those who serve her for her husband are rewarded. Stop panic.
You go, be done.
Almost, Tootie. Got about 30 more minutes. All right, beautiful people. And that is the end of this tablet. Yes. No, because I'm actually about to use my iPad. All right, y'all. So let's hop on over here to. No, babe.
Mom, I just want to.
Bella, don't start. Okay. Kindle. What the ancient wisdom expects of its disciples. Okay. But again, fools dashing where angels fear to tread. We pause. Gotta look back over here. Oh, that's right. I wrote it down. Location 205. Right, the Pied Piper. Okay, number 9. All right, y'all. Okay. Matter of fact, let me just read number 8 again. Okay. Psychologists today teach how one person may influence another to do things otherwise foreign to his nature. Let each student of the mystery school be careful, therefore, when he studies with psychologists, that the psychologist does not turn the tables on him. If he teaches you how to gain some advantage over another and twist that individual to your own ends, take care that he does not discover your gullibility and capitalize on you by way of demonstrating the application of his own philosophy. These things work both ways, and if you expect to psychologize others, you must expect to be psychologized in turn, for it is a poor rule that does not work both ways. It is, however, a good rule which most people are willing to have turned around and applied to them. Psychology has psychologized the public, and like the children of Hamlin Town who followed the Pied Piper, immature minds, immature minds have followed false teachings until they have disappeared into the unknown. Number 9. Among the so called students of truth, we see the fruitage of the delusions from which the world suffers. Sickly, nervous, no longer capable of solving their own problems, they sit around treating each other, waiting like spiritual micawbers for something to turn up. These people were once useful, intelligent members of their community, but now they are so involved in mental absurdities that they are both useless to themselves and to society in general. Most of all, they are like gaunt scarecrows who frighten others from the paths of wisdom. Remember how months ago I used to say all the time when I was really harping on Christianity a lot? I was like that it literally immobilizes you. How they teach you about deliverance and being saved and sitting around waiting for a savior to come get you, it literally immobilizes you. That's why they go to preach the gospel to the four corners of the earth as it is taught. And they when they indoctrinize you, or they give you the gospel of Jesus Christ, it has you doing stupid stuff and you don't realize it for a while that you've been taken, while they begin to take your stuff, right? Think about it. I'm gonna read this again because it's true. They take people who were not all. Some people come from different walks, and some people that it actually helped them, right? Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater because you get good people. Sometimes you may need something like that to help you kind of break through or break away from certain things you were in. But that part is good, but getting you caught up into a religion, getting you entrapped in another whole different thing is not good, right? You want to break free and stay free so you can use your own mind and not be scared to death of doing something for fear that you can be banished to a place burning forever. And spirits don't burn, if anybody ever thought about that. I'm just saying, we'll throw that out there. Okay, because when you leave here, you no longer have flesh. So, what good would a burning fire do to a spirit that is not affected by those elements? Anybody ever thought about that? Not really? Okay. I read it again. Among the so called students of truth, we see the fruitage of the delusions from which the world suffers. Sickly, nervous, no longer capable of solving their own problems, they sit around treating each other, waiting like spiritual macabres for something to turn up. These people were once useful, intelligent members of their community, but now they are so involved in mental absurdities that they are both useless to themselves and to society in general. Most of all, they are like gaunt scarecrows who frighten others from the paths of wisdom. Number 10, the ancient wisdom is sane. That's going to be our title for today. Ancient wisdom is sane, Sane. The ancient wisdom is sane. It seeks to solve the problems which we are surrounded today. It is spiritual and reasonable in the highest sense of the word. It is seeking to develop better men and women to meet the problems of future generations. It is based upon the law of cause and effect. It has no patented formula, no shortcuts, but builds firmly and solidly the characters of those who unite themselves with its work. It is not led by Mount Bank teachers, but by great minds that have dedicated themselves since the beginning of the world to the promulgation promulgation. Okay, I think it's promulgation. Yeah. It is not led by Mountbank teachers, but by great minds that have dedicated themselves since the beginning of the world to the promulgation of the sacred truths. It speaks with the experience of eternity, for it has led 1,000 nations into being and buried as many when they turned from its course. The nations of antiquity, which still exist, have the ones which have preserved its laws, while those that have fallen are the ones that have ignored its commandments. There is no greater honor than to be called to the service of this eternal wisdom, which was before the beginning, and which will ultimately become the visible exoteric ruling body of the planet. Through the doors of its temple, man passes from the temporal to the eternal, from ignorance to wisdom. It is strong and great, this ancient wisdom. It is the earth moistened with the waters of life, in which are planted the seeds of doctrines, faiths, and religions. All of these are dependent upon it for nourishment and growth. They blossom forth and are glorified, but the dark and mysterious soil in which they all grow is the ancient wisdom. From it they come, to it they will again return. They are temporal, it is eternal. All right, the next section is called The Coming of the Mystery Schools. That might be a part of our title today, too. Ancient Wisdom is Sane, and The Coming of the Mystery Schools. Everybody want to know a mystery. Everybody want to know a secret, right? Since earliest times, the belief in a superior and supreme being manifesting in totality what man manifests only in part has been the common property of human creatures. The mindless man, struggling up through the muck and mire of the Paleozoic fiends, beat his hairy breast with long, misshapen arms and raised his cry to an unknown God. Even the hairy anthropods of today have certain rudiments of religious worship. Soulless but aware, they turn their half formed faces to the sky and clasp their hands as though in prayer. No one knows whence came the spirit of worship, the great desire to express thankfulness for the mere privilege of existing, but it is as old as history. The first writings are of the gods. Probably the first buildings were temples, for we are realizing more day by day that every structure in nature is a sanctuary built without the voice of workmen or the sound of hammers. It is not only a sanctuary, but also an altar. It is not only the altar, but also the offering laid upon the altar. There is no voice, no people that does not bear witness to some God, some presence felt in silence, some power seen in heaven. All human beings are divided into four general classes, but each one lives only in one part of himself, or rather, he minimizes all other portions and emphasizes this above the rest. The lowest of these divisions is the physical nature, and those who dwell therein are of the earth. Earthy, they live only for gratification of their physical natures. Their idea of heaven is a place where there is food, feasting, and little or no work. They are the Brahmic Sudras who, born in chains, are doomed to live and die in shackles of low organic quality. The very structure of the bones and flesh prohibits fineness and texture either of body or soul. Their minds are only partly active. Their bodies resemble prisons more than dwelling places. They refer from the they differ from the finer temperaments as the dray horse differs from the Arabian thoroughbred. Like the former, they live to labor, plodding along to a mediocre destiny. They are the laborers who must in turn, they are the laborers who must